Where are Trump's goals in all of this? I mean, I know he would be attached to the Abraham Accords and bringing countries, on board to normalise their relations with Israel, notably perhaps Saudi Arabia. Is that where he might be able to negotiate and get Israel to sit down at the table and recognise the rights of Palestinians?
I think it would be a great mistake to once again, as in the Abraham Accords, offer some kind of peace settlement with countries that Israel is not in conflict with, instead of engaging meaningfully with the Palestinians. I think this was always Netanyahu's approach. We're gonna do peace with Pakistan instead of doing peace with Palestinians, or we're gonna do peace with Saudi Arabia instead of doing peace with Gaza. I think this was always Netanyahu's approach. I think Netanyahu introduced that into the thinking of the Trump administration, the first one, and I think that would be a great mistake. The issue is the Palestinian-Israeli conflict. The issue is what Israel did in Gaza, which was a genocidal attack. The issue is the ongoing occupation that was declared as illegal by the ICJ just last year. I think that the only meaningful solution could be by engaging between Israelis and Palestinians and leading to a Palestinian state on the 67 borders with East Jerusalem as its capital.
Is that for you still the best way forward? We were just speaking to a historian a little more than half an hour ago who brought forward the idea of a bi-national state where everybody would, of course, have that equal rights that is so necessary and which is not happening today.
Yeah, I heard the interview with Professor Zand, and I appreciate him a lot. I think that the idea of a binational state is legitimate, is positive in principle, but I think that what needs to happen in the first stage in any, no matter what's your vision, I think that the first stage that needs to happen is the end of the occupation, the end of Israeli rule over Palestinians, and a sovereign Palestinian state. I think that's the first stage in any peaceful settlement.
Indeed, because while we speak about the release of the hostages and the release of Palestinian prisoners, the Israeli blockade on Gaza continues. I mean, we're starting to see a trickle of aid go in, but that's been in place for many years, and I believe it's only slightly lifted since the ceasefire came into effect.
Yeah, the siege is ongoing, and the ethnic cleansing that is happening slowly but surely in the West Bank, with settler violence, with military violence, with the idea of squeezing the Palestinians into smaller and smaller enclaves in the West Bank. All of these processes are still going on. All of these processes that are illegal by the ICJ, according to the ICJ's opinion just last year, are still ongoing. The Israeli political system is still oriented toward domination and Jewish supremacy and apartheid. Let's use the proper word. I think all of these things did not change yet, but there is an opportunity now to change direction, I believe. I insist on seeing this moment as one of hope, although, the massive genocidal attack that Israel conducted in Gaza will not be forgotten. But I insist on looking at this moment as a moment in which some other avenues for a better future for both people is possible.